Good morning and welcome. Today I have a video share. Yesterday I was watching Anne at Curious Moon Design. She was sharing her needle books, her fabric needle books, and she printed on fabric, and they are so lovely. Well, last night I got up and I made a couple button cards using her free button card digital, and I've shared this before. This is the free page here, and I printed this on the premium paper. I'll try to put the link below. And then I had some other ones I didn't use yet, but I made a couple button cards, so I have some of these printed out. These are some of her other ones. Retro labels, vintage page clusters for journals, and then there are some more sewing themes. So I had printed a bunch of these off to have on hand, and I'm probably going to take them to Florida with me. So I'm not sure what kind of printer my daughter has, so yeah, these are really cool. These are sewing needlework ephemera. Here's some more here. So I have those. I used almost a whole page of these. I had made a button card before, but I don't have that to share. I had gifted it to a friend, so, and it's probably what I'll do with these ones that I just made. And I'll show you what I use. These are some of the stamps I used. For this one, I'll show this one first. I made this button card, and I just used cardstock. I backed it with the pattern tissue paper, and used corner pieces. I think I still have all my dies out. Yeah. I used this Candlewick Rectangles by Spellbinders. If you can still find it, I love this. And what I did was I picked up the blue color in the background and used that as my backdrop. And then I die cut this out and glued it on and just made it a card. And I wanted it to be so that I could take this out. I just tied some buttons on there, some really cool gold buttons. And then you could just tuck this in. You could use this. You could put a photo in there. But this just tucks in here. And then I'll show you the die I used for that. So use that. And then, let's see, I might have more, I'm not sure, corner dies. I love the corner dies. The photo corners, I have this one. And then I have this one, which is cool. That's what they look like. These are very delicate. I wanted to use this one, but it just wouldn't work out to hold a card in. And I think I got this one from Crafty Bean. Yep, I got this one from Crafty Bean from her D-Stash. So if you check out Crafty Bean Tuesday, today is Tuesday, Tuesdays and Wednesdays she does D-Stashes. I'm not sure if she's doing them this week, but just tune into her channel. I'll try to remember to link it below. I use this photo corner here. This is an old die. I've had it for a really long time. And it's by Quick Cuts. And it has one piece here. It's a thin die. And it cuts out two at a time here. And then it just folds. It has the crease marks where you fold it. So I just used the 45-pound tracing paper, and I used double stick tape to put them down. So that worked out really well. So I can just tuck that in there. So I really like that. I'll probably be using these corner pieces a lot more. So there's that one. So there's that. I don't know if I have a number on this one or not. Sometimes they don't have numbers. Yeah, they do have a number here, so I'll try to link that below if you can still find it. Maybe on eBay. Okay, so this I'm going to put back in here. I made this one here, and I was inspired by her her little needle books, her fabric needle books. So this is one of the images that's here. I just cut it out and I backed it onto a black piece of this here, this shape here. This is Momenta. I love this this die set here. But I just cut this one out of black, and then I just mounted it on there, so it just gave a little something. I love that set. We use that set a lot. And then I stamped, but I cut the this little booklet thing out of this set here. It's Tonic Studio Keepsake Bookmaker. I've had it a long time and I've used it quite a bit. I really love it. It has these pieces, and I'll show you. That you die cut it here. I cut another one out so I could show you how I did that. And then take my tape off here. This size here will work in your regular Big Shot machine, but if you use the next size up, you need the extended Big Shot, the bigger one. For this one here, there's one bigger than that. That won't go through the regular. Now see, it has this line here that will not cut, which makes it the book part. And then you have all the, this is a great set here, all the inner pieces so that you can die cut pieces to go inside there. So it's really a cool set. So this, let me pull this off. Black is so hard to hide, glue and tape and stuff. So this is how it cuts here, and pretty much it has like a dotted around the outside, and then I just lined this up. I took a piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock, folded in half, and then I lined this up on the edge because it's not going to cut that edge right there. So you could pretty much put it anywhere on a page and get what you're looking for. So, and then I just snip these pieces here. Hopefully I'm in frame here. I've got the sun in my eyeballs, so I just snip that. Okay, so you have this piece here. And I just found a use for this piece right here. Okay, so because it's, you just pull it apart there, and you have this little booklet, which is really cool. So that's what I used for this. I cut it out in the white. And then I used the inserts to decorate the inside. So it would be this size here. You can cut out any color and it fits right in there. So that's how I did that. I'll show you what I figured out what to do with that piece. So that you could do any color or whatever. So I would maybe next time, because I sewed around to keep the pockets in place, use a square die cut, so that I didn't have all these angles to sew around, because that was challenging. I don't see as well as I used to. So I really love this set here. If you can still find that. I know there's other ones out there, so yeah. So I did stamp on the front. I used this scissors here, which is this one here. This is TPC Studio vintage threads. I'll try to put all the numbers in the link. I don't know if I have numbers on this or not, but it's a really nice set. Yeah, and they're rubber, thick rubber. So this is how I store all my dies and my rubber stamps. Okay, so there's that one, and then this little thread thing here is from this one here, and not sure what set this is. I don't have anything on this, so I'm not really sure, but if I figure it out, I'll put it in the description. It almost seems like I have two of this set here, or maybe it's two of this one here. But I love that set. And then the back, I stamped this one here. This is, if I can read it, Stampers Anonymous. And it does have a number, so I'll put it in the description for you. I love that stamp. It's a huge stamp. She's upside down, but I do remove this and use my Tim Holtz stamping platform so that I get a good stamp off with it. And I did use clear embossing powder so you can feel the texture. See how that texture on everything. And I just added, I saw that Anne had some cute lace pockets in hers, and so I was inspired by that and did that. And then I added a couple of my thread organizers. They're the Floss Bobbin die set. This is by Waffle Flower. Now you can cut it out, you know, one time, but I glued 2 cardstocks together and then I die cut it out, but you have to let it completely dry. I put it in a book press and then I die cut it out, and it gives you that thick, stable lace holder or thread holder, or whatever you want to call it. So I just added some ribbon at the top and then a ball pin, and added some of my vintage buttons that are still on the card. I put some of my lace there and then tucked it in the pocket. So I really love how that turned out. I did this one as well. I have tons of buttons like this, and I really like that. So I'll probably be making more of these, but I'll probably use just cut a square or whatever around the corners so it would be easier for me to sew around. But yeah, I did that and added some lace. So I like how that turned out. So it just goes in there, and that's that. And I mean, it's a little bulky, but I like it. This could be, you know, if you had these out to use them for something else, this could be a pocket page, and this could be go right in your signature. So yeah, I like how that turned out. So those are my button cards that I made, and I'll show you. As I was looking at I'm always looking at my die cut negatives for what I can do with them, and usually I throw these away, but I happen to look at it and have a moment where I'm like, oh, it would be cool to do something with like that. So I tried it. I don't want to open this at the wrong place because I have all my notes in here. This is my idea book that I'm taking with me so I can write in the A to Z. And I have a bookmark here. I will only want to open to that page because I have my pages protected. I don't have the other pages protected. So, all right. So this was my idea, to use this. Obviously this is cut down, but I put some pattern paper in the center of this. Like if you open this up and you glue, I just glued paper on the inside of here, on each one of here, so I put it in my idea book so I would know to use that. So yeah, I like that. And I wrote down which, using the Tonic Studio Bookmaker die set, this is the negative. So I really like how that, but you know, I'm thinking now you could add vellum in there and stitch around it if you had a bigger, like 12 by 12 piece, so you had a little bit more room here. Or I must have, when I die cut this out, had my die, let me grab it, off a little bit. Like you could move it over like that, so you have more room around. So you have a little bit more room here. But you can move this around. It's just not going to cut right here, so you could get what you wanted out of it. So I really like that. So that's very cool. So, or you could put lace in here and have a nice little lace page or whatever. So yeah, so there's that. All right, let me close this back. This is just a, whoops, tag I made a long time ago out of the time card. I've got a long tag in there. I just put two file folders together. I think it's two. Yeah, oh yeah, it's doubled. And then stitched around it and made a little top and put some jean material on the top there. And I just made it so that you could, a flap, you could actually glue it there. And this could be a flip up. You could write on it or whatever. So yeah, I've made that a long time ago and it's been hanging on to it. I have gifted some, so put that in there. So that's my share for today, my little button cards, this one here. So I will link Anne's video below of her cute little needle books. I see I ripped my, I've got a little rip in my tracing paper here, so I might have to rethink that one there. I might have to double up the tracing paper. I don't know how that would work, but yeah, I just wanted a little tuck in here. Maybe I'll take these off and put something stronger on there. I could do that, but I like the concept. So there's that. And I think I have Anne's, I don't know why I didn't pull it out, information. I have cards almost for everybody. Yeah. Okay. Anne at Curious Moon Design, and this is when she was doing my midweek crafty share. That's her hashtag, so I'll probably use that hashtag too. So, excuse me, Anne at Curious Moon Design. Alright, I hope that was helpful and you got some inspiration, and have a fabulous day. Bye.